Hello everyone, welcome to our Gainful 100, 9 July to 15 July. Let's get started with our session with these questions. And here are your answers. Okay, 5 initiatives were launched under Amrut and Smart Cities mission by Minister of State Independent Charge of Housing and Urban Affairs, Shri Hardeep Singh Puri. Amrut stands for Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. So R here stood for rejuvenation. Please note it's mostly about making city cleaner, ensuring the basic amenities like water supply, etc. Reach to all the household. That is the idea about Amrut. Okay, paper on National Health Stack was released by Niti Aayog. The stack will see the creation of a digitized and centralized database of health records for all citizens of India that can be accessed at any point using internet, of course as per the consent given. But again, there is a lot of concern about the data privacy laws here. Who will be able to see how much, who will own this data, who will control this data. So that's the concern which is already there, but yeah, it looks like they will go ahead with it. South Korean President Moon Jae-in attended the India Korea Business Forum in New Delhi. Okay, world largest mobile manufacturing factory. Again, this was also the part of the same visit. Samsung to be inaugurated in Noida. As per my understanding, it's not totally a new factory, it is just the extension. Another assembly line or another production line is being put up. Spinnaker is a novel computer that mimics human brain network. So it was developed over more than a decade. I think almost 14-15 years it took. They believe that the human brain, the way our billions of cell interconnected, that's the most efficient, energy efficient way of say processing information. So that is what these guys have tried to do here. Spinnaker is in that direction. It's still far away from what capabilities or efficiency human brain is, but yeah, it started to mimic human brain. That's after 15 years of research. Okay, try these. And here are your answers. 3 public and 3 private institutes granted the institution of eminence status by HRD. This was under a lot of controversy because of Geo Institute being made institution of eminence in a new category, something called greenfield. I don't know how do you evaluate a company even before an institution even before it's born. So there was a lot of controversy, and rightly so. But okay, the more important point is the government funded, I think, institute, which is I think IIT Delhi, then your IIT Bombay, and I think ISC, which will be getting almost 1,000 crore funds in next 5 years. Okay, Global Housing Construction Technology Challenge under PMAY, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. This is urban. So they see that things are going on well with the rural part, but in the urban we are far away from the target. So some technology challenge wherein we can make houses more quickly, a better house, maybe more greener house, which could be made easily, and we could provide or meet that target of housing for all by 2022. CIPET, that's Central Institute of Plastic Engineering and Technology, Center for Skilling and Technical Support, CSTS. So this is CIPT CSTS, was inaugurated by Shri Anant Kumar in Dayowala, Dehradun. CIPT operates from 31 location, and this is the 32nd center. Okay. So this is your 32nd center. International Roundtable Conference on Data for New India was held in New Delhi. What is this data? This is not the data storage. This is the statistical data that they are talking about. How to collect the correct data, relevant data. So all the best practices that are done internationally, we try to bring those mind on single table and learn something from them. The first India Tourism Mart, Global Travel Mart India, would be organized in New Delhi. So still I think bids etc. are being sent out for it. Try these. Okay, here are your answers. Himachal Pradesh government has imposed the complete ban on plastic polythene and thermocol. That's a wonderful step, I will say, step in the right direction. Despite US-China trade war, India's engineering export has risen up 20% as per EPC. Why? Despite, in the news, I do not know. Isn't this logical? If they are fighting fighting with each other, others will gain. Okay. Second, production line for BrahMos Transport Launch Canister TLC was launched by L&T Vadodara, Gujarat. This is again a step in the right direction. We are now being dependent upon ourselves. We are not depending upon imports for our defense needs. Slowly we are moving in that direction. HCL Technologies would set up a new IT special economic zone in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, with a proposed investment of 408.48 crores. Indian Railways introduced the first double stack dwarf container from Rajkot division, Western Railways. What exactly is this? This is having a little less height but more width, so that it can the capacity wise, if you look at it, will contain more. So the bulkier goods, where the volume is more, they will be easily shipped, and because of it being double decker, the cost of transportation is also going down, and they are also available to transport it on many of the route, which earlier, because of the limitation of the height and the cost, they were not able to go to all the routes. So they started at Raj. Okay, here are your answers. Michael Ondaatje's The English Patient won Golden Booker Prize. Wonderful, a beautiful book. Golden Booker is last 50 years, Golden Jubilee, as the last 50 years, whatever books had won, they were eligible, and out of that, this book has won the prize, English Patient. I think there is a wonderful movie also made in 1996, which won almost 9 Oscars. Yeah, it's a beautiful book. Sun Pharma signs Akshay Kumar as brand ambassador for Revital Edge. Two satellites, PRSS-1 and Pak-Tek-1A, were launched from Zikwan Satellite Launch Center in northwest China. 7 new wasp species discovered in the Amazon forest. So Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, now we have wasp, we have frogs, we have crabs, and a lot of new species getting discovered. In 2020 ranking, India has moved up to second place. In test ranking, we are number 1, and in ODI we were already number 2. Okay, try these. And here are your answers. So Venkaiah Naidu became the first chairman of Rajya Sabha to sign MOU. The MOU was signed with Rwanda. Okay, this is more for educating people, parliamentary processes they want to learn, and this MOU will help formulate a process for that. One farmer, one transformer scheme would be launched to reduce electricity losses by Maharashtra government. Ishwar Sharma, a 8-year-old yoga champion, is named British Indian of the Year award. Was named as British Indian of the Year. Gujarat government gives a religious minority status to its Jewish community. They are doing well there. They do well everywhere. Varanasi would be the host of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas 2019. Yeah. Let's move to these. Here are your answers. New Delhi got 18 and Bangalore got 21 investment rounds, more than 100 million since 2014 as per CB Insights. China and India clinched a deal to reduce tariffs on Indian medicine and anti-cancer drug. There was some movie made in China where a lady, imports cheap Indian drug and she helps the patient, etc. So, looks like the Chinese government were moved by that movie, and they have clinched this deal with India. ADB, Power Ministry and Finance Ministry approved lining project of the Son Canal in Bhojpur region of Bihar. It may be noted it is estimated cost almost $500 million, out of which 352 million is being provided by ADB. Okay, Microsoft and Rajasthan government signed MOU for free digital training of almost 9,500 students in a year, college going students. Google announced the Launchpad Accelerator in India mentorship program for deploying machine learning and AI to build solution for Indian local needs. Okay, try these. Here are your answers. World's oldest colors discovered by scientists from the Australian National University in Sahara Desert. Is it some pink pigment? Vodafone Idea merger has received government conditional approval. I don't know for how many years we are listening about this merger and it's still not gone. India's Satyarup Siddhant scales world highest volcano, Mount Ojas del Salado. Just remember this is the world highest. This is active volcano, though it has not erupted in recent history, but it is considered active. At least 51% stake in PNB Housing Finance would be sold by PNB and Carlyle Group. Okay, they both have some 33%. They will totally sell 51. That's giving the controlling stake to someone. World's ugliest dog, Zaza, passed away. I think in a couple of months only it won the ugliest dog award. It supposedly it's creating awareness for people towards adopting the dogs, not basis their look, and therefore they do this contest. I really do not buy that. Okay, try these. Okay, here are your answers. DIPP and Ministry of Commerce and Industry released the ranking of states on ease of doing business. Top rank is Andhra Pradesh, followed by Telangana and Haryana is doing well, I think, in business. Even GST, you will see they have done well. Jharkhand and Gujarat stood at 4th and 5th place respectively. DGFASLI, it's some Director General of something. And GMB, that's Gujarat. It's more to do with the factory safety law, etc. Gujarat Maritime Board signed MOU for improving the working conditions in the ship recycling yard at Alang. Just remember, we have this ship recycling yard at Alang, one of the largest, and there the condition of the workers are not so good, so they are doing something about it. Gujarat CM approved the additional 39 crore phase for Seema Darshan, which is nothing but border tourism, with an aim to promote and preserve the metal craft tradition of Ladakh. The first ever metal craft exhibition was held in Chilling village. Okay, Ladakh, very cold, Chilling, you can remember like that also. Gujarat signs MOU with Kotra, that's Korean Trade Investment Promotion Agency, to strengthen trade and industrial relations. So you see a lot of news about South Korea this week. Try these. Okay, here are your answers. Resolution 2427 to protect children in armed conflict adopted by United Nations Security Council, which is a good step, I will say. Women and children, they are the most vulnerable. Something should be done. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli inaugurated a 3-storied library building of Nepal Academy in Kathmandu. The library was built with India's assistance of 43.94 million rupees. Additional 10% tariff on 200 billion. It's getting hot now. Our India. In a first Indian naval aircraft INP-81, that's like a long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft deployed for RIMPAC exercise at Hawaii. Okay, so that's Rim of Pacific exercise. I think this I'll be surprised if a question from RIMPAC does not come. Indian naval ship INS Sumitra becomes first ever warship to enter the port of Sabang in Indonesia. I think that's because Mr. Modi went there and then he convinced him to jointly develop and increase the security in the region by partnering with India. Okay, try these. Okay, so India has overtaken France to become 6th largest economy. I think somewhere even in our older PDFs we have. This is as per World Bank data. HDFC Security launched mutual fund transactions on Facebook Messenger through Arya. That's your virtual assistant. BSNL started first internet telephony service in India. So through this app you can dial any number now. PM Modi became the 3rd most followed leader on Twitter, and Sushma Swaraj is the most followed female leader. Olympian Deepa Karmakar to be named Tripura's brand ambassador. Okay, try these. Here are your answers. Jayashree Ullal and Neeraja Sethi, two Indian women on Forbes list of self-made richest women. 15-point action plan titled Breathe India. You see what is the condition now. Niti Aayog have to come up with such solution to combat air pollution in 10 most polluted cities of India. Jal Bachao Video Banao Puraskar Pao fortnightly contest launched on water conservation by Ministry of Water Resources to just stimulate people to become aware and then take part and become aware of it, how important preservation of water is. Winning like Saurav, Think and Succeed like Gangli is a book by Abhirup Bhattacharya. Okay. Aadhaar enabled DBT saving is estimated to be over 90,000 crore as per UIDAI. Okay, try these. Okay, net neutrality. I think couple of years back this was in news. Finally approved by Telecom Commission, Department of Telecommunication. So many paper, all that happened, and finally, okay, it's in place. That's the good news. Amendment in stringent provision of Prohibition and Excise Act 2016 was recently approved by Bihar cabinet. So they had very stringent and stupid law, like people who are in the vehicle who are carrying or smuggling liquor, as well as whoever this car is, he will also be prosecuted. So I think High Court raised this. You cannot seize the vehicle, just seize the people, or put them in jail, not the car or the vehicle. You cannot do that. So I think they have amended such provision. First phase of Anna Canteen after Amma in Tamil Nadu, we have that in Andhra Pradesh. Anna Canteen now. India and UK would take forward the exchange of legal practitioners. With South Africa, they did for chartered accountants. Here they are doing for exchange of legal practitioners. SBI and NABARD have tied up support tenant farmers in Telangana by providing them collateral free credit. This will be again joint lender group only. All credit there are basis this JLG, that these guys will help in farming. And if you remember that Raithu Bandhu, that were for people who are owning land, right? So nothing was done for people who were tenant farmers. So this is the step taken towards that. Okay, here are your answers. We have ranked 57th. Since 2011, Switzerland has ranked on top every year. We have been improving, I think, from 80 to 57 in last some 3-4 years. This year, Netherlands followed at second place and Sweden at third. MAU and defense salary package signed between Indian Army and State Bank of India. I know this is causing a lot of discomfort to a lot of students. We already had that Axis, then we had that HDFC, and now this SBI. So what can be the question? Which of the following bank has not signed an MOU with defense? Okay, so these were already in place. So it's not a monopoly of any one bank. So I think the defense guys are smart and they have had options. So nothing to panic about. All three have done it. India becomes 69th shareholder of European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. We already knew when it joined. Now it has become a shareholder also. NTPC's 1500 crore worth 250 megawatt solar power plant was inaugurated by Madhya Pradesh CM in Survasara district, Mandsaur. Okay, so you see even our thermal power are now getting into the solar power, which is a good news. India's first private unmanned air vehicle and light bullet proof vehicles manufacturing factory would be set up in Kota. Okay, try these. Okay, here are your answers. The first meeting of group of chief ministers using Manrega to improve the agriculture held at Niti Aayog. So they are seeing how this guaranteed income can be used to improve the agriculture. So some discussion on that front. India International Institute of Democracy and Election managed IIIDEM organized a 5-day capacity development program for media officials from Bhutan. So these guys also, they want to understand how an election is covered, etc. So that is what they will be made aware of. The National Conclave on Mines and Minerals will be held at Indore for showcasing blocks which will be auctioned. So again, ideas to make process more transparent. Government has allowed photography at all protected monuments except Ajanta Caves, Leh Palace and Taj Mahal. Except these three places, now tourists can take photographs. India and Pakistan to be part of anti-terror drill in Russia organized by SCO from August. Last I think year only both of them became the permanent member. Before that they were observer and now they are in participating. India and Pakistan participating in drill called Peace Mission. Okay, try these. Okay, here are your answers. Heritage Cabinet was constituted by Odisha government with CM Naveen Patnaik as the chairman to preserve the history and heritage of the state. You already saw that 80 years of budget got printed, etc. So not sure how it is helping the poor in the state, but yeah, okay, and that's again few things that we have to do. Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu unveiled the annual credit plan 2018-19 with an outlay of 1,94,220 crores. Haryana topped the states in per capita revenue collection under GST. This is a very good news. Such a small state, but per capita revenue highest, fourth highest generator of e-way bills. I think even if you look in the gross term, it ranks fourth. Botanical garden in Kothaguda Reserve Forest inaugurated in Telangana. Supposedly in 2013 or 14, there was a news that the local administration destroyed that reserve. Now, finally, after 1 year of working on it, they have again. This is inauguration of the renovated botanical garden. The second India-China Maritime Affair Dialogue would be held in Beijing. Okay, try these. Here are your answers. Portugal Parliament approved new gender change law recently. Again, okay, not making any judgment here, but if you see, as people develop, as the country progresses, even the problems develop. What are we talking here? How can we ensure that 2 times meal we can give to the poor and the poorest of the people of our country? Once they develop, they are talking about LGBT rights. Then your gender change law. Then addressing the kids with a gender, is that appropriate, or are we trying to enforce an identity at such early age? So again, सबको अपनी problem सबसे important लगती है, but you see, as country progresses, the problems also progress. INS Tarangini participated in tall ship race 2018 during the Lokayan 18 voyage. This is Tarangini. I think this has already circumnavigated the globe, and now it is also taking part. What is this tall ship race? It's like all those ships which have that long mast and those flags, etc. It falls in that category. It takes part. It has taken part in the tall ship race also. After LPG subsidy fiasco, we are talking about Airtel payment banks already. We have already covered it in much detail. RIL market cap crosses 7 lakh crore mark, and with this, I think Mukesh Ambani overtook Jack Ma as the richest Asian. Railways has announced its first consolidated bridge management system. This happened after a bridge collapsed in Mumbai, right? A web-enabled IT application to store data on its 1.5 lakh bridges. That's huge, and most of them are old. Okay, here are your answer. Integrated coastal zone management AICZM project has won World Bank Internal Award. This is for achieving a lot of sustainable goals, I guess. Piyush Goyal gave awards for beautification of railways. Balharsha and Chandrapur Central Railways were awarded the first prize. I think this is also covered already. Rare double asteroid was discovered by NASA near Earth asteroid 2017 years. So what happened here is, once it was seen, people, they did not understand whether it is one or two asteroid, and then finally now it is seen there is a gap between, and this is an unique one. Very few such asteroid have been discovered. So this is rotating, they are rotating in and around themselves. So this is moving, it'll seem like this is moving around this and this is moving around that. So that is what was special about this asteroid. Goa University has discovered a pigment in wild edible mushroom that may help fight cancer. This has got people interested. Even the all the publishers of a reputed journal, they want them to continue their research if they can do something about it. It may world first sulfur-rich edible melanin. OECD predicted India to grow at 7.4% in 18 and 7.5. That's like most of them have done that. China to grow at 6.7 in 18 and 6.4 in 19. Okay, try these. Okay, here are your answers. Ministry of Drinking Water Sanitation launches Swachh Sarvekshan Gramin. So idea is to, I think, almost 680 districts, 10 villages from each, some 6,800 villages will be the sample, and there they will talk about whether the implementation on sanitation has happened or not. World famous Rath Yatra was celebrated in Puri, Odisha. Himachal Pradesh Governor Acharya Devvrat today inaugurated a state-level plantation campaign as part of 69th Van Mahotsav celebration. So this was I think for almost some 10 days or a week near Shimla. Okay. OPPI, the Organization of Pharmaceutical Producers of India, launched Think for Health digital campaign in collaboration of Government of Telangana, again to bring some ideas of improving health. Mukesh Ambani overtook Jack Ma. I think we just told that to become Asia's richest. This keeps fluctuating. You should know that they are always in the contest. Okay, here are your answers. New radio telescope was unveiled by South Africa for clearer image of distant galaxies. Then your UN Secretary General has set up panel on digital cooperation to tackle cyber securities threat. This is becoming more and more important now. Proposal and more automated. We go more and more dependent. We are on AI. The cyber security threats. It's something that we really have to auto driving car, etc. Just think if they can get hacked, it'll really cause a lot of problem. Proposal for DIDCL to allow partnership of AAI and Gujarat government for 2000 crore worth Dholera airport project. I think this was there in agenda of Narendra Modi long time back also. Peters in India's first AC dormitory launched in Cochin Metro Rail Limited was launched. So people know traveling alone, etc., who need say cheap accommodation. So it's in the railway dormitory style, railway berth style. So you'll get say a berth here and whatever. I think some 395, 400, some less than 600 rupees for the night stay. That is what they give you. Nilgiri Thahar, threatened by climate change, is an endangered wild goat. Okay, try these now. Okay, here are your answers. 10-member committee to review Companies Act constituted by Minister of Corporate Affairs, headed by Injeti Srinivas. Again, Uday Kotak, as usual, he is there on the committee. World Customs Organization selected India as vice chair to head its Asia Pacific region for 2 years. So they have, I think, more than one vice chair, depending upon the region. There, when there are choosing a vice chair for each of their selected region. WCO headquarters is at Brussels, Belgium, and its Secretary General is Kunio Mikuria from Japan. Second National Tourism Conclave was organized in Rajasthan by ELETS. They want to take Rajasthan tourism to next level. World first and cheapest clean drinking water project was launched in Darbhanga, which is a place in Bihar, by Sulabh International, and will be called Sulabh Jal. So they will be giving you water as low as 50 paise per liter. Okay. I'm not afraid of English campaign was launched by Haryana Education Department. Okay, these were the countries in news. South Korea, you saw, that's where we started our session with. Seoul and currency is one. Rwanda, the capital is Kigali, Rwandan franc. Republic of Marshall Island, that's Majuro, United States dollar. They do not have a currency of their own. Democratic Republic of Congo, that's Kinshasa, Congolese franc. Indonesia is Jakarta and Indonesian rupiah. Okay. Democratic Republic of Congo and Republic of Congo are two different countries, so don't get confused. This is Kinshasa, the other will be Brazzaville. And I think if you ignore the Rome and Vatican City, which are the closest capital in the world, then Brazzaville and Kinshasa will be the closest capital in the world. Two different capital of countries which are closest. Hardly, even if they sent us, they just are across Congo River. One on this side you have Brazil, one side you have Kinshasa. Okay. Sports news: Mahendra Singh Dhoni became fourth Indian batsman to score 10,000 runs, and same process he was booed for playing slowly. Mohammad Kaif has retired from all forms of cricket. Anju Khosla became the oldest Indian woman to complete Ironman triathlon. This is some feat. almost 4 kilometers of swimming, 180 kilometers of bike, and then almost 42 kilometers. That's full marathon, all to be done without a break. So she did in some under 16 hours. She's already 51. So, it encourages all of us also to, be fit like her. Goalkeeper P.S. Regis would lead Indian hockey team in Asia Games 2018. Entire men's hockey team included in target Olympic podium tops scheme. Rajavardhan Singh Rathore, you remember that. India finished joint third with Iran in Archery Asia Cup Stage 3 Taipei, bagged 3 silver medal and 1 bronze. Tushar Arothe resigns as India's women cricket coach. Supposedly, our ladies, they do not want to work hard. He was making them train onto, this is his version. And especially Harmanpreet Kaur now being, having so much fame, she said, does not like his way of training. So I think Ramesh Pawar has replaced him. India's Jhilli Dala Bhera bags bronze 2018 World IWF World Junior World Weightlifting Championship at Tashkent. Indian shuttler Ajay Jayaraman, he was out for a long time, finished runners up at White Knights International Challenge Open Badminton Tournament. It comes under European circuit held in Russia. Okay, days, we just have 3 days and all important days, I will say. If all three are probable, which can be World Youth Skill Day 15th, Malala definitely very important. That's when it's her birthday. She was shot even before she turned, I guess, 16, and then United Nation from her 16th birthday made this International Malala Day. She was shot by Taliban because she was promoting education. World Population Day, that's 11 July again, to make people aware of the problems of overpopulation, etc. This is done. Okay, so with that we close the 15th till 15th July. Maybe I'll come up with one more and that should be enough for your SBI PO. Okay, so see you soon. Thank you very much.